welcome back. I'm your host, Mr. Interest. Today we're going to have the first of one of our coffee chats, which is a more casual conversation where we talk a little bit about a popular subject. Today we're going to be discussing the subject of the 401k. And it turns out we have so much to say that we're going to split this video into two parts. And now, part one. So, your company may offer you a 401k as part of their benefits package, and that's awesome. But if you've ever tried to look at what's involved in getting signed up and enrolled and everything, it can be a bit overwhelming. And up to this point, sometimes maybe when you hear 401k, it just kind of goes straight through your head. You just associate it with adulting, corporate world, all that stuff. But now you have a chance to take part in it. So, first off, what is a 401k? A 401k is what's called a defined contribution plan, where you put money into the plan and your employer may put some money in of their own. You get some tax benefits from it, your employer gets some benefits from it, and you're allowed to invest that money, let it grow until retirement, when you can then take it out and use it to replace the income from no longer working. So, if you're thinking about investing in a 401k, let's start with when should you invest in a 401k? Or maybe when shouldn't you invest in a 401k? So I mentioned how many companies will offer a match to employee 401k contributions. So for every dollar you put in, your employer will put in 50 cents or a dollar into your account up to some limit. For example, one of my employers gave a 4% dollar for dollar match, meaning that if I contributed 4% of my salary to my 401k, my employer would match that with the same dollar amount. So let's just use a round number, right? Let's say it was $100,000. If I contributed $4,000, my employer would contribute another $4,000 on top of the salary that I was already getting. So if I wanted to contribute more on top of that 4%, I could, but my employer would not match that part of my contribution. So the nice thing about this is that it's effectively bonus money on top of the salary you're already getting. It just has that caveat that you have to put it in your 401k and sit on it until you reach retirement age, which is usually around the age 65. So my dad told me a story when I first started working at a real job that had a 401k available, how he had several colleagues that would not contribute to their 401k at all because they wanted all of that money in their pocket every day. And my dad was basically telling them, you're leaving money on the table if you don't contribute to the 401k and the employer is matching it. So it was sort of an interesting mentality that many of these people just wanted that money in their pocket and weren't willing to salt it away and save it for their retirement. So let's say your employer doesn't offer you a 401k match. What would you do in this case? So first off, there is another retirement account that you can take advantage of called the Individual Retirement Account, or IRA. The IRA is something you open personally and can contribute to on your own. And if you make less than $68,000 as an individual in a year, or $109,000 in a year as a married family, you are entitled to deduct your IRA contributions off your taxes, which effectively gives you the same advantage as contributing money to the 401k. The disadvantage is that the IRA has much lower contribution limits. As of 2022, the IRA is limited to $6,000 in a year versus $20,000 for a 401k. So if you have the potential to max out an IRA contribution, it might make sense to also contribute to your 401k if you want to maximize that pre-tax advantage. Another time you might want to consider skipping the 401k contribution is if you have high interest debt that you need to be concerned about. This could include things like student loan payments, credit card payments, car loans, anything that has a very high interest rate on it. You would probably be better served paying down those high interest loans first, then starting to build up your retirement accounts, because interest rates on these kinds of loans can be north of 10%. And Most broad market equity funds will be returning around 8%. So you're getting a better return by paying off these high interest debts versus trying to invest that money and earning less in that case. Now let's have a little bit of coffee with Mr. Interest's Coffee Chat. So another thing you might be thinking, or that you might hear some of your colleagues say, is your budget is so tight that you can't afford to put money into a 401k account or a retirement account. And to that, we would challenge you to start small. Put maybe $25, $50 per paycheck into your 401k. Doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to spread it too thin. We'll talk about how to build up your 401k portfolio later. Just start with that and see if you can manage to get by with just that little tiny bit. The nice thing about this is 401k contributions are pre-tax, so it will actually end up being less than $25 to $50 coming out of your take-home pay. So much so you might not even realize it's gone. And once you see that, see if you can push it a little more until you're actually contributing a decent amount to your retirement account. Investing into your retirement accounts early and often is so valuable because of that eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. We'll have a video coming out later talking all about that, so stay tuned if you want to know more. Let me get a little more coffee.